So here's one for you. I went to a customer's house yesterday. I was doing a small garage clean out, and it was an older lady. She had to be 55 to 60 years old. And you can tell this lady stays in shape. She was wearing her Avia shoes. She was wearing her running shorts, those little short shorts. And she just had that outfit, right? Hey, I just came from the gym. And she's like 60 years old. Anyway, I got there, and she said she had just came from the gym. I got there pretty early, actually. So I was kind of surprised about the whole thing. And I got there, and I cleaned out her garage. I started picking up. She started pointing. I'm sorry. She started pointing at the stuff she needed to remove. And what's up, bro? I said, well, ma'am, if you want to, you can just go inside and I said it as a joke. This is what happened. I said it as a joke. I said, ma'am, if you want to, you can help me load her. You can just go inside and let me know. And I go, and she goes, oh no, I want to help. And I said, okay, I'll get in the truck. You hand me everything, bro. She had her gloves on already. She had her gloves on with the intentions to help me the whole time. I said it as a joke, and she put on her gloves. Yeah, so I got in the van. She started handing me everything. Little by little, we got everything in the van, and she did like 50% of the junk removal, and I did the other 50% by standing in there, and I charge her full price. So here's what I want to explain on this whole thing. Do you allow your customers to help you during the junk removal? 100% yes. Oh, yes, I do. Now, there's going to be people out there. She was a female, too. There's going to be people out there that go, oh, no, you pay for a service. We're going to do it. Okay, that's your business. You do what you do. You do you. How about this? How about you pay your own bills and I'll pay my own bills? How about you pay for your wife's car and I'll pay for my wife's car? How about that? How about the whole idea that maybe you should mind your own business and I'll mind my own business? But my customers, if they want to help out, I welcome it. Hell, I'll even ask them sometimes if they'll help me upload a fridge. I welcome it. I do not back down from it. Why? A customer, when they ask you for help, it's because they want to help. They want to get this thing over with. Now, I want to say that when this lady, she said, I told her, I said, okay, is this all? She goes, yeah. I said, ma'am, if you want to help out, you're welcome to. Other than that, you can go inside and knock on the door when you're done. She goes, oh, no, I'm here to work. I got my gloves on. I was like, snap. I was like, she's ready to work. Okay. I hope that there is a husband and wife watching this video right now that does junk removal, and they are smitten at the fact. They're not smitten. They're spiting me right now. They're going, oh, my God, how does he do that? How does he do that? Why does he allow that to happen? Why do you allow your wife to help you out during junk removal? That is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. When a guy allows his wife to go to work with him to do a junk removal. Two things are going wrong there. Two things, okay? The first thing is, she can get herself a job and bring extra income into the family. She can go and get a job that pays her. She can go work at 7-Eleven, okay? And she can make $300 a week, but it's coming into the family. And even at that $300, even after all the expenses, only $100, it's still an extra $100 she's bringing into the family. Now, these guys out here that cannot work by themselves, dear God, these dudes that can't work by themselves, it amazes me. Amazes me. Dude, I've been doing this. I'm not a better man than them. Regardless, I'm going to do a video about that in a minute. So, the fact is that this customer helped out, and you should let them, man. If customers want to help you out, it's less work on you. It's less work on your body. And if you do the amount of jobs that I do, see, I'm not doing, here's the problem. I get it. Here's the problem. is that there's a lot of people out there that don't do a lot of jobs. They do about 3 jobs a week. I do about 3 jobs in the morning every single day. And I've been doing it for like 19 years. How about you like that? So there's a big difference. And to take your wife to work, you know what? I'm going to do a video right after this one. I'm going to do another video about that. I'm here at Home Depot right now. Check out Home Depot. I'm going to buy some stuff. And then I'm going to do a video about that right after, because I got a long drive to my... I don't have a long drive. I just have a drive to my next job. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later, man. Allow customers to help you out during the junk removal. Bye-bye.